our family and our friends showed up for us. And initially we didn't tell people exactly what was going on. Our close friends and family who needed to be aware were just told that we'd been giving a lethal skeletal dysplasia condition and told that our baby would die. And that was it. I didn't really go into the details about how I was going to be forced to continue to carry her until either she died in the womb, which they told me was extremely high probability, or I went into labor and then gave birth to her, and either she died during the birthing process or would die shortly afterwards. So we made the decision then, because we were forced to continue to carry her, that we would try to meet her alive if possible, that we would go through weekly scans and weekly appointments to make sure that she's not in distress and that she's not starting to do poorly, because right now she was alive and doing very, very well inside my belly because she doesn't have to breathe. She has an umbilical cord for that. We did these weekly appointments in the hopes that we would be able to catch when she started doing poorly, so that then we could be rushed through the delivery process to be at least able to hold her and get to meet her and just be with her while she passed. We knew that we would not do life-saving measures, and there was a lot of reasons for that, but I grew up with a sister who had severe cerebral palsy, and she couldn't communicate, and she was mostly blind and couldn't talk, couldn't move, and she had a lot of medical conditions, and I knew that I didn't want that life for my child. And I was not in a position, and my husband's not in a position, to care for a child who would be medically fragile like that. And so we knew right from the very beginning that we would choose palliative care for Savannah, and that we would not be one of those parents who continued to
keep them alive.
And also in our area, if we had chosen that path and had chosen to want to fight and prolong her life, we would have needed to travel 4 hours away and do everything through the hospital that was 4 hours away in Cincinnati, where they would be better equipped to be able to handle all of those needs.